All right, good morning. It is May 23rd in Senate Judiciary. We have Deputy Commissioner Radke with us. I thank you for your patience, and I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. As you can probably see, we don't have a quorum. I believe the Republicans are caucusing at the moment. So we're not able to vote on anything, but we can hear testimony. The one thing I want to start off with, though, just to save your time and everybody's time, is that the miscellaneous judiciary bill that we received back from the House, we received it with about just under 20 pages of new policies and new task forces. And unfortunately, we received it on the day that Senate morning committees stopped meeting. So we're kind of in an unusual place where Senate Judiciary is still meeting. So I don't know, frankly, the likelihood of whether this entire bill is going to pass at the moment. I would still like to make a good faith effort of getting some of this out, but there are 18 pages worth of policies that I don't know that we're realistically going to be able to get enough testimony on between now and Friday, which is a total of about 3 or 4 hours for us. And that's if the Dems aren't caucusing, the Republicans aren't caucusing. And so there are a lot of things that are going to be pared down, but not necessarily forgotten about, that will be revisited next year. And so the topic that you're testifying on is going to be one of those things that will be revisited next year for certain. But you are here, and I would still like to hear your perspective and thought about what we can get started at a minimum for next year.
Understood, and I appreciate that context. So I'll go ahead then and get started. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
So for the record, good morning, Chairman Hashim and members of the committee. For the record, my name is Erica Radke, and I'm Deputy Commissioner of the Family Services Division of DCF. I do appreciate the opportunity to speak to you today regarding Section 38 of S-109, which proposes establishing a child and parent legal representation task force. This initiative is a natural continuation of a number of studies commissioned over the past several years, as well as the work carried out by the Justice for Children Task Force from 2018 to 2020. For instance, in 2020, the Judiciary engaged the National Center for State Courts to examine the CHIN's case processing here in Vermont. And a key recommendation of that study was that Vermont should invest in high-quality legal representation for parents and children involved in the child welfare system. Such models should employ multidisciplinary approaches and include specialized training related to child protection. The study also recommended leveraging federal Title IV-E funds to support these efforts. Since 2017, the Federal Children's Bureau has made available matching funds through state and child protection agencies, which can complement Vermont's existing general fund investments with a one-to-one match. This funding aims to enhance legal representation by developing interdisciplinary teams, targeted training, and implementing quality assurance measures. Strengthening legal advocacy is vital to supporting Vermont's most vulnerable children, youth, and families. Notably, child custody numbers in our state have improved significantly, decreasing from 1,375 children in custody in 2016 to 885 children in custody today. This is important progress, and it's in part a testament to my division's growing use of structured decision-making and the strength of our field operations. However, we understand there's more to do. And we recognize that enhanced legal advocacy plays a critical role in prevention, preservation, and fairness, and in timely and safe outcomes for families. The department is committed to improving Vermont's child welfare system, not only through internal reforms, but also through collaborations, particularly by optimizing access to Title IV-E funding. We commend the Defender General's Office for its valuable work in this area, and we do appreciate being included in recent meetings and planning conversations in that regard. That being said, we do believe that Child and Parent Task Force, which is being considered today under the guidance of the Chief Justice, does offer the most effective platform to bring diverse perspectives of key agency and community partners and advocates, bringing this all together to collaborate, brainstorm, and seek common ground, and to make real progress toward a goal. The task force would provide a structured, time-limited opportunity to reflect on current practices, identify challenges, and explore evidence-based, holistic models of legal representation, models that emphasize cooperation and accountability and align with the federal funding requirements for Title IV-E. As Vermont's designated Title IV-E agency, DCF is responsible for administering and ensuring compliance with federal guidelines, including the necessary audits related to accountability measures. So for us, establishing this task force will help ensure that Vermont's legal representation system for children and youth is both effective as well as compliant with federal standards. So in conclusion, just to be clear, DCF is in support of and prepared to participate actively in the task force if it is established. And we are committed to bringing a collaborative, thoughtful, and solutions-oriented approach to the process. So thank you for your time. And I know that you said that we don't have a quorum today, but if there are any questions, I'd be happy to answer any.
Thank you. So we can ask questions. It's just that we can't vote on anything officially. If you don't mind, there was a question on another section I was hoping to ask you. It's a very small section, which, well, if you have the bill in front of you, I believe it'll be page 21 regarding child support payments. I know this was something that was added and then taken out and then was added again with some new language. And I just want to make sure that, I mean, it's one sentence long. And so if we're able to get testimony on it that is substantive about whether or not the language works and whether or not DCF supports it, that would be really great. Do you know which section I'm referring to?
I don't. I'm trying to pull it up right now so that I can make
So page 21.
Okay, here. And what page was that?
So it's starting on page 21, and then there's also, Ledge Council informs me there's two pieces on page 22. Yep. Regarding the Department of Family Services Division. And I don't know if it'll be the same as the version that you're looking at.
It's not. I don't have that same version, but maybe if you could read it to me, I can.
I'm sorry, Will, could you please, is there any way you could send her this version that we have?
Oh, that'd be great.
Try. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sure. So in the meantime, I can just read it to you, and and Will is sending you along the version that we have. At the top of the page, it'll say 5/15/2025, printed at 3:35 p.m. and it'll show House changes to the Senate bill. And there should be a whole bunch of highlights. But on page 21, it says in subdivision A, to make reasonable and consistent payments in accordance with the respondent's financial means for the support of the minor, although legally obligated to do so. And that is in the section related to grounds for terminating relationship of the parent and child, entitled 15A 3-504.
I'm still waiting for it to come through.
No problem.
Erica, what's your email?
Oh, sure. It's Erica, ARYKA .radke@vermont.gov.
And also, sorry if it's putting you on the spot for a totally different section, but also
No worries.
bringing it up now, if you want to take, until Monday to connect with whomever
Mhm.
initially requested the language of us. And written testimony also works. And that way we could try to salvage this piece.
I think that's a good idea because it's here. No, that's not it. Okay. Here it is. Okay.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And you said it was on page 20?
So it starts on 21, but my understanding is DCF's language is on 22, starting on line 6 through 8, and then again on 14 through 17.
Okay.
So yeah, if you do have initial thoughts, great. But if you also want to just follow up and send us written testimony by Monday, that would be, or Tuesday, that would be great. And we can, and then that way I can confirm that this section is fine, and you can keep it in.
Let's do that. That way I'll have a good chance to take a look at it and make sure we give you a complete response.
Great.
And Eric, I can email you the name. I just can't remember it off the top of my head. The Family Services Division person who we were working with in the House who proposed this language. I just
Heather McLean. Mhm.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Thank you.
Mhm.
All right. Anything further?
Nothing from my end. I do appreciate your taking the time to hear me out.
Great. Thank you. Appreciate you coming in, and thanks for your patience.
Sure. Have a good rest of your day.
You as well. Try to find Alice so that we can talk about a few other sections. Hopefully. Be right back.
Do you want me to also on that language? And get the family member of the family bar who wanted the first part, said we got